trying to get a little fresh air, which normally I'm like not an outside person at all. Like I like a little bit of outside, but like I'm not a yard work kind of person or anything like that. But the fresh air is nice, and it's about the perfect weather here in Florida. What we all moved here for those of us who moved, I've lived here all my life. So, but anyway, it's great weather, and so I'm just outside. And you know, I've been putting off doing this video all week long. I try to do a video every week, but this week I have been putting it off. And part of it is just because, like most of you guys, I've just been trying to keep up with what's going on and the changing things, and you know, work changes and kid changes, and then caring for my mom changes and things like that. And so it's been really a crazy week, and just trying to get a handle on each day has been all I can do. And of course, I've tried to keep up with my routines, and I've tried to keep up with my goals, and for the most part I'm doing pretty good. But you know, it's a chaotic time, and just very, very frustrating and sometimes and overwhelming. And the more I think about it, and I think about as we are all kind of in this time where we're having to work from home or self-isolate in some way, and some areas are more extreme than others. But you know, as someone who loves to encourage people and be, you know, a voice of hope, this time is really hard for me. And so today I wanted to talk a little bit about just some things I've experienced and felt this week, and hopefully it'll encourage you. But you know, I take care of my mom, and she is already kind of isolated. She doesn't get out of the house much other than doctor's appointments and things like that. And so now that all of her doctor's appointments are canceled, it's even more isolating, and trying to be careful with who comes in and out of the house has made it more difficult for her. But my number one goal with her is to make sure that I keep her isolated but not alone. And so if you're one of those people maybe that feels isolated and alone, I just want to encourage you that you're not alone. As much as video chat and calls and texting and messaging on Facebook or in Instagram is not a replacement for real life connection, it is better than nothing, and we need it more than ever. So if you are a person that is an encourager, I encourage you to reach out to people as much as possible, and let them know you're thinking about them. Get creative. Do, like, you know, you can play a game on FaceTime. You can even do, like, I heard some people doing like charades and stuff. So if you've got like a family thing, you can do that. But even if you just are texting and messaging people, just try to make sure that people do not feel alone even when they're isolated. And you know, something happened this week where I had a friend go through something horrible, and I struggled to know the right thing to do. You know, when someone needs you and you can't be with them, it is the hardest thing. And so we do the best that we can do with what we've got at the time. And I believe that when we show up in whatever way that happens to be, if it can be in person, that's great. If it can only be through that daily text that says, hey, I'm here, I'm thinking of you, that's great. You know, we've got to show up. We've got to not give up. I just want this video to be for you an encouragement to keep showing up and to not give up, because not only do you need that to reach out, right? You need to get out into the world, even if it's virtually or digitally, right? But you also need, other people need you, and you are valuable and you are worthy. And no matter if you think like, I don't even know what I would say or what I would do, like, send a Bitmoji, for goodness sakes. Who doesn't love one of those? Anyway, well, I know one person that absolutely hates them, but don't send it. That person would not want it, but most people wouldn't mind it. But I would love to hear your ideas about how you're encouraging people and sharing hope, even when you can't be with people. So what are you doing to make sure people are, we're keeping people safe by isolating, but we're not, people aren't feeling alone. So let me know in the comments what you're doing to help people feel connected and help yourself stay connected, and maybe we can share ideas. So be sure to leave it in the comments. Subscribe to this channel. You can like it too. I don't know, like the video. Subscribe to the channel, and you know, hopefully with all this time, and once we get into the routine of this crazy routine, we'll be having more videos. I'll see you guys soon.